I'm going to share a video with you on what the divine feminine, the rise of the divine feminine means to me. But before I do, I want to share some information that some people probably don't know, that our bodies contain traces of gold and silver, and the sun contains gold, traces of gold, and the moon contains traces of silver. And gold is made from a supernova collision of two stars. We cannot produce gold, neither can the sun. I want to leave you with the word cupellation. It is the process of purifying gold by separating the metals, such as silver and gold. Inner alchemy references gold as the sun and silver as the moon. And it is purifying, the process of purifying the impurities within the material that is clumped together. But I just wanted to share that with you. And also, I see an image of somebody discovering themselves manifested in the flesh. I see an image of somebody who has become spiritually enlightened through the Christ, that they are God manifested in the flesh. And we are co-creators of our own universe. So enjoy. Hey guys, I want to talk about the rise of the divine feminine. And I want to talk about what it means to me. Our battle is not carnal. And the principle of gender, masculine and feminine, manifest on all planes. Masculine and feminine is in everything. The characteristics of the masculine energy and the feminine energy is within us. Coming into divinity is to purify those, the masculine and feminine within us, and coming into a process of purification, of a reconciliation of differences. And when I say that, I'm going to say this. As we spiritually grow, we learn polarity, we learn dualism, because that's what our eyes start to open up to, a parallel reality. And we start to unveil the divine feminine within us, the moon, what is hidden and what is closest to earth and easily influenced by gravitational pull and by resistance and external forces. And so the sun represents the masculine energy, the moon represents the feminine energy. And when the veil is lifted, it takes us out of the illusion of only seeing a physical reality and into our internal self of seeing the spiritual world, and how our true light and where it comes from, and how it's reflected back to us from an outside world and projected out from inside of us. And so there's a purification process that happens with both energies, with the masculine and feminine energies, because there's a belief system that we have been conditioned with that influences our thought process, and thoughts manifest as things in the physical realm. And so when we have two poles of positive and negative, and we have negative belief systems that limit us, they manifest negative thought forms, negative thought patterns. And so they keep us, the patterns will keep us in a system of repeating cycles, because Energy never dies, it changes form. The principle of energy can't be created or destroyed. So that means there is no beginning or end. Energy is infinite. We are energy, we are light. And so our ancestors, when they don't really die, they change form. We don't really die, we change form. There's a transfiguration process that happens. The ancestral karma is still here. When the body system shuts down, it's passed down. And so until somebody awakens the divine feminine and starts to do a purification process within the divine feminine and divine masculine. So the divine feminine and divine masculine they didn't know they were divine before, because you got the subconscious mind and the conscious mind, the unconscious mind and the conscious mind. And when they come together, when there's a blockage in this third dimension, and there's a blockage in the heart space. And when that blockage is removed, the energy centers in the body, the prana, the life force energy can flow free to source, and it can connect to source into higher realms. But when there's a blockage, you're limited to the third dimension, the third dimensional mind state. The body is a system, an interconnected network, and it has systems within systems, like the sun. The rise of the spiritual world, the divine feminine is what has been veiled in the physical realm, in the physical world. And so the purification process of those two feminine and masculine aspects within ourself, within the energy centers, within the dimensions, the domains where we reside, in the conscious mind, in the body system. And it's dismantling an old empire and rebuilding a new empire with a new ruler, because there only can be one ruler. And that ruler is divinity, is divine consciousness over both worlds. And so to allow them to independently coexist within each other, the universe is having many experiences through our perceptions as oneself. Everything is being recorded, what we do in the fabric of the universe. There is a cosmic law and a cosmic order that governs our system. But the cosmic order stands on top of it all. No matter what governs us, no matter what we give our power to. And so taking our power back, it's the process of taking our power back and standing up as the true embodiment of the divine over our life force energy, over our life force, bringing balance. That's what it's all about, is bringing balance to the two opposing sides. That's what the cross represented, the two opposing sides, and coming into synchronicity, independently coexisting through the ego impulse. And so coming into divinity, it was a representation of salvation for the soul. The kingdom of heaven is within us, and hell is a state of mind that exists on lower planes. And so as we start to rise and become a collective of consciousness, the divine feminine is being unveiled and purified, and so is the divine masculine. Our spiritual world is being magnified and brought to balance with the physical world. That energy and that force is a very powerful force.